master bedroom upstairs, and that's the only room that's not getting the proper heat here. So I always have to have the doors open. Everybody else gets it.
Ugh. Yeah, I woke up, walked into the living room, and it was 57 degrees in the living room. I was like, we forgot to turn on the heater last night in the living room because we have 3 mini splits in the tiny house, and there's a mini split for the living room, and forgot to turn that on last night. So it was kind of chilly. All right, we will get going. Jerry, what you got for us today?
All right. First of all, I want to give a big shout out to Andrea Curry for bringing up that book about 5 a.m. Because let me tell you, since that, I've been up at 5 a.m. ever since. I wake up at 5 a.m., which gives me a lot of time for self-reflection.
Sarcasm, Jerry? Am I getting some sarcasm?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
But on the good side, maybe, is it kind of gives me a lot of time to self-reflect, which gets me in trouble. But anywho, what I want to say to everyone today, there's no lectures today. I just want to encourage everybody today. Encouragement is going to be my word for 2024 because life can be hard. Real estate is definitely hard. You put those two together and holy cow, like it's hard. So I want everyone to encourage each other. Encourage those that are doing good. Encourage the ones that aren't. Those that aren't, just come in the office. We'll encourage you. Okay. So no lectures today. I'm feeling, I guess, kind of like seasonal. So anyway, that is what I would like to say to y'all. That encouragement is going to be my word for 2024. And I would encourage everyone to do the same. Now that 2024 is around the corner and we got to start thinking about our goals and, what we're going to, obtain in 2024. So that's it for me, except for listings. December 5th through December 11th, Rich Calzada, the one and only Rich Calzada with the listing.
Yay me.
But look at the closings. Holy cow. We got Molly, Shuba, William, Kevin, Terry, and Swan. All got keys. Must be that magical juice, Swan. Because I need some keys. I've got a listing in Land Passes that needs to be sold in the next 2 weeks. So anyway, I need that magic juice. Lease listings. Hank and Delisha both had lease listings. And for our lease closings, we had Bianca, Karen, Laura, and Rich. So congratulations, everybody. Keep up the good work.
All right. So announcements. We have Swan Redding as our agent of the week. Congratulations, Swan. You've been doing a fantastic job. Love seeing you and your kids and just right on. You're doing fantastic. So keep up the good work. And our next in-person meeting is next week. It will be the last in-person sales meeting for the year. It's insane. I feel like it was just January, like yesterday. And then we move into January, and January 9th, so not the day after the New Year's, but the week after, we will have our in-person sales meeting. And then we do have opportunity calling today from 11:30 to 12:30. For those of y'all that don't know, opportunity calling is where I provide for sale by owner numbers, and you call them and try and set an appointment to get listings. And then on Friday, I provide expired numbers to you to call. Google reviews. Today we have Nicole Lulay. Congratulations, Nicole, on getting some fantastic reviews from your clients. Good job. Keep it up. These things really do help to build your business because people search. Where do you think people are searching for an agent? First place, they're going to Google. So get those Google reviews in. We do have the Google cards. We also have QR codes for people to snap those. If you need help on explaining how to get your clients to get or give you Google reviews, come in, let us know, or give us a call. We're here. And Jerry's going to talk about this one, our in focus today.
Okay, so a big thank you to Quinny for letting me know about this, because I really didn't know about this either. So have you ever all gone to a house that had a Central Texas lockbox on it and you can't open it? But you can. If you will call your board of realtors or whoever you have your MLS with, they can give you permission to go to the other Central Texas lockboxes and open them. Okay, so I know we were saying this because business is going outside of Austin, and it could be outside of the Austin MLS, Unlock MLS preview. So call your board and they will give you permission. Deanna, you have a question?
Yeah, is that only for Central Texas MLS, or is that for like Highland Lakes, Sabor, all the others?
I'm not
All
sure.
of
I
them.
believe they can do all of them.
Yep.
Awesome,
they
thank
can give you
you.
permission for that, so you can at least unlock the lock boxes. Okay, I think that's it. Everyone got it?
I think so.
So,
question?
sorry, Jerry, did you say just call the MLS?
Call your yeah.
MLS.
Well,
Whoever
you're going to call
whether
the
you're with
EQ.
Williamson County or whether you're with ABOR.
Right. Okay.
Call them. And if I'm wrong about something, I don't think I am. I think they can. I know ABOR can do it. Not sure about Williamson County. Give me some feedback on some of this if you find something out different than what I'm saying. I don't want to steer anybody wrong, but
Cool.
That's what I believe can happen to your board.
Thank you.
If you go into your eKey app, there's actually a button that you can click that I think it's under the 3 dots where it says more info. And then there is a number that you can call directly from your eKey. And then they can go ahead and set it up.
Thank you
Oh.
guys so much. This is like one of the most awesome tidbits of information that I have gotten in a long time, because man, it's annoying when you can't open somebody else's lockbox. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. We have a couple of agents with us that are in kind of joining the Waco board and those, or Waco MLS. And so that's obviously a completely different eKey availability to you. So just know that that's out there for you. All right, December challenges. We are coming to the end of our 3-month contract challenge. So just a reminder, get the listing signed. Make sure to turn in your rooms. If you have gotten those contracts and you have not turned into those rooms with those contracts, be it listing agreements, be it contracts signed, I don't know about it. Jerry doesn't know about it. We don't know about it. So you won't be in the running. So make sure to get your contracts in. And you do that by submitting your task list. You don't close your room, you submit your task list. So you have to attach a task list, get your forms into that task list, and then you submit the task list, and then we'll know about it. Otherwise, we don't. And you'll come to me afterwards and be like, but I had all of these listings. And it's like, well, I didn't know about them because there were no task lists. So in a listing room, you'll have 2 task lists. This is just a refresher on that. There'll be 2 task lists. So you'll have your listing contracts and your actual contracts for purchasing within that one room, but 2 task lists within that room. And you'll submit each task list as you have all the documentation that you need. Tip Tuesday is, if you don't challenge yourself, you will never realize what you can become. This is one of those things where a lot of us get into the comfort zone where we don't want to push ourselves. We don't want to get out of our routines, our daily routines, because they're routines and they're comfortable for us and they make us feel good. But at the end of the day, if we're not going outside of our routines and going outside and pushing ourselves beyond what we think is comfortable, then you won't grow as a person. And we're here on earth, I believe, to grow as people, to grow as business owners. Every single one of you on this call is a business owner. But it's really hard to, grow in your business, to build a bigger business if you're not stepping outside of your comfort zone. So that's my tip Tuesday. All right, 2024 contract challenge action plan. So we're continuing the challenge. So this kind of goes into who your potential clients are going to be for 2024. Right? We are going to be having other challenges in 2024. Right now is a great time to be planning for your challenges for yourself for 2024. So we'll get into what we have for our education in a few minutes, but now is the time to be figuring out who your potential clients are, building a network. So reaching out to existing clients, family, friends, ask for referrals. That's one of the biggest things that I see a lot of, especially newer agents struggle with, is asking for that referral. They'll be like, oh, I had somebody come into my open house, or I met somebody, but I didn't ask for the business. If you don't ask for the business, you probably aren't going to get the business unless it just falls in your lap. And then follow up. Consistency, consistency, consistency. I think a lot of y'all that have been here for a minute, I was a broken record, and consistency is the key to building your business. So being consistent in your follow-up. It doesn't, a lot of folks, y'all will ask me, what is the one thing that you need to be doing in order to build your business? You don't have to be great at all of these different things. You have to just be consistent in a couple. Maybe even just one thing. If you are consistent in that one thing, it will eventually pay off. So be consistent. And then leverage your social media. So use your social media to promote the contract challenge for 2024. Let people know that this is something that you're challenging yourself. People inherently want to help each other, right? Who here wants to help other people? Everybody. So if you are sharing what your goals are, sharing what your vision is for 2024, there is a likelihood that there will be a connection with other people that have the same sort of vision and want to help you succeed by either referring business to you or helping you build your business. And then track your progress. If you don't keep track of, who is actually referring business to you, you're not keeping track of these things, it's really hard to be grateful for these things that come to you. So track those folks that refer the business in. Be grateful for them. And we'll kind of go through 2024 in a grateful mindset. So Jerry really kind of set off the meeting with a grateful attitude. 5 a.m. club, so I'm saying. Social media ideas this week is showcase a property that you or someone else on the team recently listed. Share a current news item or trend affecting the real estate industry and provide your own insight and opinion on it. Provide a glimpse into your everyday life as a realtor, allowing followers to see the hard work that goes into finding dream homes. Now, a lot of folks kind of think that being a real estate agent is just about going and showing property all day. Molly, is that the case? No. Catherine, Terry, Michelle, Dana, that's not the case, is it? Deanna, we all know what it is to be real estate agents. And I'm picking on those three because those are the top couple on my screen there. So if I'm not leaving anybody else out on purpose, it's just those are the ones that were right there on the top. So
well, I was misled by HGTV, that's for sure.
Yep, you were, because those folks that collect butterflies and are pet shop employees cannot in fact afford $1 million home, most likely, unless
And you
it's
cannot put a sign in the ground with stilettos on.
no, absolutely not. Not in
They're
Texas
lying.
anyway.
The TV
Not in
is
Texas.
lying to us.
Yeah. Sledgehammers. We need sledgehammers in Texas. Anyway.
Totally. This was going to be like $1 million listing when I took this job.
Uh-huh. So that said, share that with your sphere. We all know what it is, but other folks, all they see is HGTV and the beautifulness of it. But be real, be real on social media and just kind of show what it actually takes to be in real estate. All right, over to Rich.
Hey, good morning, sports fans. All right, success. Let me just start off by saying Jennifer Golden Weeks is in the house. I'm not talking about success. I just like saying Jennifer Golden Weeks. So, but anyway, success. You know who had a success moment is Kim Wong. She submitted her first offer today. And how'd she get that client? How'd she get? No, we don't know. I don't know if it was accepted or not, but she submitted it. She got her client, and she got her client from her daughter's coworker. So if you don't tell your family to spread the word, Kim would have never gotten this buyer. She just mentioned casually that she was looking for a house and she needed a realtor, and her daughter sprung up and says, "Hey, my mom's a realtor." So she got the client. So let's fingers crossed for Kim. I don't know if she's on the call or not.
Good morning, everyone. I'm on the call.
Hey, Kim. So have you heard?
No, not yet. We submitted the offer yesterday, so we're still waiting for the seller to get back to us. And the seller is the listing agent. So finger crossed, it'll come back today. Positive.
All right. Well, we're all have our fingers crossed for you. Who
Thank
else
you.
has a success story? Anybody? I know somebody did. Hank has one.
One of my investor clients that I've worked with in the past was, I guess, just throwing my name around to other people. And he got in contact with a guy that's looking to sell his lake house on Lake Travis. It's currently listed at 2.1 million. And he does not like his agent, doesn't think he's doing enough work for him. So there's some stuff to go over there, but I have a listing appointment with him Monday, and he's got a second house in Leander for 1.3 million that I'm looking at also listing for him. So super excited about that.
Yeah, that's phenomenal, right? I love it when they say, "Hey, my agent isn't doing a great job." Well, I know somebody who can do a great job for you. Call my agent, right? You want to keep your people happy. After the deal is done, you're not done with that client. You want to keep them happy. Keep touching them, let them know that, hey, their referral goes a long way towards your business. So good job, Hank. Good job. Who else has a success story? You know why? Because nobody wants to say, "Yeah, I just got a listing for 275,000," right? After you hear the 2.1 million.
Don't worry, I've got
All
a
right.
listing for 272.
There you go.
All
There
I'm
you go.
asking for
Hey,
is 230. 230. That's it.
yeah.
Easy
All
peasy,
right.
right? Success next week. We're gonna get it sold.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm waiting
that's
for somebody. I'm waiting for somebody to come along and beat my record of $40,000 for a single family home in Rockdale. You beat that, and I will be dethroned. All right, Andrea, back to you.
Thank you, Rich. All right, relocation updates.
Yes. Good morning, everyone. I don't know if Michelle's on the call, but anyway, I'll step in until she can jump in. So this is just about if you have friends, relatives, acquaintances all across the country, you can do an outgoing referral, even if they only want to rent. So I've done that several times, and it gets them, acquainted with an agent. A lot of people just don't realize that real estate agents can help find rentals. I can't believe how many people don't know that, but a lot of them don't. So anyway, so this is how do you kind of get it started? So if you want to go to the next slide. So we can send outgoing referrals, like I mentioned, even if they're wanting to rent. And what it does is it counts towards your record with JB Goodwin. It doesn't count if they decide to rent towards the leading real estate companies of the world. However, what it does mean for JB Goodwin is that we have a goal every year. We have to have so many, we have to send and we have to sell so many per year in order to maintain that membership. So that's something to think about. So the other thing is if it's within 2 years, they might rent for a year, but then if they buy within 2 years, then it does count towards statistics, the record, and you get the referral fee back in the mailbox. So that's something to think about. Let's see. Let me keep going here. Sorry, lost my place over here on board. And so it'll count towards our numbers, and then you get that referral fee back. And it's tempting to wait until they can call you back and say, okay, well, now we're ready to buy. But it's actually, preferable to go ahead and send that referral. It gets them established with a brokerage in that area. If for some reason they don't like that brokerage, then you can get them hooked up with somebody else that they might like better, so that they're all ready to go by the time they are ready to buy. So don't wait. Go ahead and send that referral on through the relocation department. So you want to make sure that you don't overpromise. I always tell people that I try to give them as much information about what they're looking for to that new agent. I do call and communicate with that new agent, but you don't want to promise them, anything and then have them hooked up with a brokerage there that doesn't work as well as you do. So just make sure and stay in touch. Okay. And make sure that it's a full service agent. Okay. So yeah, money from referral fees when your customer purchases a home. So that's what's in it for you. You'll get a referral fee back, and you never know, they might end up coming back and you might get them back as a client. You never know. So anyway, just encourage you to keep those outgoing referrals going. Yes, Rich, jump in.
I just want to mention that if you send out a referral and the client doesn't like the agent, you can just let relocation know. They'll fire the agent and get them another agent. That happened to me once, where it was in Albuquerque, and these people called me and said, "Hey, Rich, we're not crazy about this guy." So I just called relocation. They sent them another agent, and completely happy. Made me look like a rock star because they didn't have to fire him. I didn't have to fire him. We let Judy fire him. So there you go.
Thanks, Rich. That's a good point. Good point. Okay, next slide. So encourage you to send an outgoing referral today. So get in touch with all those friends, family members and friends, and see if anyone's going to be moving and get them in touch with a realtor.
Awesome. Thank you, Terry.
Thank you.
Marketing updates. Just a reminder that we do have the holiday letter templates with a message already created for you in the Design Center. So if you're planning on sending out a printed letter or even emailing a letter to your clients, we have some great templates for you to be able to use, so you don't need to go out and try and recreate or come up with something on your own. And Christmas wish, if you did not drop off your gift, Jerry, did we already, excuse me, I'm losing my voice. Did we already, we don't have any more gifts in the office, correct? They've all been shipped to
Tony got them all. Tony got them all yesterday. So, and I know he wanted them early this week. So if you haven't done it yet, then please get them to Steck.
Yep.
ASAP.
So you'll drop them off to Steck and reach out to Tony to coordinate that.
I pretty much think that we are good. Williamson County is good from the list that he gave me yesterday. I think that we're good. But if you're not,
yep. Deanna?
I actually think that everybody who participated did such an amazing job because there's only 2 gifts that still are outstanding. And both of those agents have already contacted Tony and arranged to have them delivered. And so like to everybody who participated, yay, because I know in the past, sometimes we've been like the day before scrambling.
For sure. Thank you. Terry?
I just wanted to know if there was anyone that was going tomorrow. If I could take a couple of people, if anyone's going to go to the actual event, that's tomorrow, right?
Yes.
And so please get in touch with me. We can
No,
call-
it's Thursday.
No, it's on Thursday.
Sorry,
It's on
sorry.
Thursday.
Thursday. But if anyone wants to go, maybe we could carpool.
Okay.
So just let me know.
Dana says she's going.
Oh, okay, great.
So
Maybe
if y'all
just-
want to
Yeah,
connect.
maybe meet at the office or something.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Awesome. All right. Over to Kevin.
Morning.
Morning.
Here we are. It's in a good way, a fairly uneventful time in mortgage right now. Rates have been holding pretty steady. We're same as we were week and week prior, right just a tick above 7 for conventional. And we're well below 6.5 on government. So for some people who need a little bit lower payment, it might be a good time to talk to them. I've actually seen a pretty big uptick in activity in the branch as of the last week. So huge shout out to Deanna and Michelle. I've heard from them several times and have had great communication with their clients. I've heard from Keisha, Destiny, Hank, Tony, Michelle, Deanna. Everybody was within like the last 7 days, and everybody's done a really good job about letting me know they gave my contact information to the client, gotten me that client's contact info, and have made successful connections. So the machine is working well, and I really appreciate the opportunities to work for you guys. 100% FHA program is still booming. So keep that in mind for your folks who are short on cash or are going to be making purchases after the first of the year when they get their tax returns. One thing that I also want to thank is for just getting me your flyers and information and kind of working with me on the printing stuff prior to Friday, just so I have time to do family things yet while the babies are real little. I don't feel quite as pressured, so thank you very much for the leeway on the flyers and such. I do have a couple of more spots in my MBS Live. I'm allowed to send out 50 marketing updates, or I have 50 slots for marketing updates, and I've got some left. So if you want to be receiving a weekly MBS Live update, whether you read it yourself, post it to Facebook, send it to clients, it's irrelevant what you'd like to do with it. But if you'd like to be on that list, reach out to me and I can get you put on the MBS Live list. But otherwise, we're continuing through the holiday here. So it's fairly unchanged and going steadily and smooth.
Awesome. Thank you, Kevin. What are the FHA rates on a premium score
Points or
at
no
like
points?
a $450,000 purchase price? Just curious.
So I priced a loan yesterday at 335. They paid 1 point and I got them a 6.25.
Nice. Low sixes.
So,
Love
yeah,
it.
so I think par would have been like I want to say 6.875, and they had pretty quality credit and a decent down payment. And actually, now that you mentioned that, we've had some changes in our pricing. I'm sure most people understand that not all loans are priced the same. Some are government, conventional is not. There's been some adjustments on that to bring our conventional and our government a lot closer. There used to be quite a disparity there. When I priced that loan yesterday, there was only 0.25% difference with the same cost between conventional and FHA. So yeah, we're trying to make it so we can compete more across the board and not just so heavily on the one side.
Awesome. Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you.
All right. Cheryl.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Couple of things. So we've got our last 2 classes that Austin Title is going to be hosting. The first one is on Thursday. It's realtor planning. It's on Zoom, 11 a.m. And I'm going to follow up with our education calendar. I can send it to Jordan and he can get it out to everybody. That is on Thursday, 11 to 12. It's a 1-hour realtor planning. The last class of the year is going to be the Code of Ethics, 3-hour CE. So if anybody needs their CE, that one is on the 20th. And I will figure out what time the time is on that one. But I really want to encourage you. We're in the last couple of weeks of the whole year. I want to encourage you to really focus on your database. We're going to be planning a pop-by and a vision board class in January. And with these pop-bys, it's really important to categorize your database. Who is really out there of your client that's selling you? It's really important to recognize them and be grateful for them. So I just want to encourage you. I think your database is Moxie. Take some time right now. If you know it's kind of a slow time, but really focus on your database. Be ready to go. Everything that you're planting right now, guarantee will pay off. It will pay off. So start planting the seeds. We've got a lot of exciting things coming up for next year, classes with Christy. And if you guys are wanting to sit down with Pam and I, please reach out to us. We do have, Austin Title did create their own realtor business plan. I'll send it to you guys. I always there's so many out there. Gather all of them, kind of pick and choose, create your own. If it's a goal planning schedule for you and it's just on one page, at least you have something to work for and work towards. But I'll send out the calendar education, sign up, and then look for the realtor plan and reach out to us if you need anything. We're here. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Cheryl. All right, let's see. Market Talk. We have in the last 7 days, new listings 635. So that's actually an uptick from last week, if you see that. And then we have price decreases, 883 price decreases. It's kind of crazy. That's a lot. Price increases, 106. Again, that's a lot of builders that are doing that. Back on market, 118. That's a little bit down from last week. Active under contract, 372. Pending, 353. Closed, 530. So that's about 100-ish more than last week. So a little bit of an uptick in closed business last week. Withdrawn, check this out, 290. Whew. That's a lot of business out there that just somebody had the plan to do the thing, didn't make the plan, didn't get the plan. That might be a potential business opportunity for y'all. So, and then expired, we have 61, on hold 126. A lot of folks are kind of putting their property on hold during the season. I did Liberty Hill ISD, and we have active currently 435 properties on the market. The lowest price was $225,000. This was a mobile home on 2 acres over off of Remuda. If y'all know where that's at, it's kind of close to where Clearwater Ranch is, off of County Road 200. Up to 4.99999. And that is 9 acres. It was a 1916 built house. I think it was 2,000 square feet. Very, very cute, quaint little house on some really beautiful acreage out in Liberty Hill. Active under contract / pending, we had 162. Sold in the last 30 days, we had 77 as opposed to 2022, 98. And 2020, 149. That's insane. I was blowing and going in 2020 at this time of year. Sold year to date, 115,000. Last year we had 1,280. So we are up in the solds year to date from last year. So that's fantastic. In 2020, we actually ended up selling more this year than we did in 2020. Days of inventory, 169. And we have the average home sale price of $656,131 versus last year, $804,000. So that's a pretty significant dip from last year. And then 2020, we had $424,769 was the average home sale price. So if somebody bought in 2020, most likely they're sitting pretty. If they bought in 2022, they're going to need to hold on to that house for a minute, because real estate is not going to be a quick get rich quick scheme for those folks in 2022 purchasing. Average days on market, we have 130 versus 2022 was 460, that major slowdown. And then in 2020, it was 29. So we are definitely sitting on the market a little bit longer than 2020, but it's not awful in Liberty Hill. All right, training updates. Catherine.
Hey, you guys. Good morning.
Good morning.
Can you select the next slide, please? All right. We have our business planning 2024. Actually, it is tomorrow from 11 to 12 with Grant. So we just talked about it, having a plan for 2024. So this is a great opportunity to talk it through. Make sure that you write something down, because if you're not writing it down, it's not somewhere. You have it on the calendar, you have it somewhere written down, so that you actually, have something to check off. So for me, it's really, I need to write it down, have a checklist, check it off. Otherwise, it's not getting done, or is ending up somewhere in the pile down there where I don't want to have it. So this is a good opportunity to go over there. All right. We're actually in 2024, so there's not much next level training for this year. We start next year, January 3rd, marketing for listings with Andrea. So Andrea will get over all the nicks and neckles about listing your home and do a great job in terms of marketing your home. On January 10th, we have mastering a listing presentation with Jennifer Bowman. So if you're unsure how to proceed in terms of what the listing presentation has to entail, what kind of tools you can use, this is a great one to attend as well. On January 17th, we have objection handling with Tammy Gardner, and specifically about commissions. Since we have all the lawsuits coming up our way in terms of buyers and things like that, so this is something that you should definitely attend to, because they're not changing everything overnight, but we should be aware what's coming and how we handle this in terms of discussing a commission with our clients and make it really transparent, so that we be safe on our side. On January 24th, from 11 to 12, we have marketing for listing using homestead exemption with Erin Castero. She is awesome. She's always energetic and knows what to say. So nice NTL to attend to. All right.
Rich, did you have a comment or a question?
Yeah. Catherine, did you say nicks and nickels?
Yeah.
All right. That might be a German term, I think.
Yeah, it is.
That. I like it.
All right, and we will still set up for 2024 with Mindset and Motivation on December 18th, 10 a.m. So I think we had, I don't know, it was a lot morning breakthrough that we went through, and it's always motivating us to be better and have a good conversation. So start it off next Monday on the 18th, and join us and discuss. Is it still mine? Oh gosh.
He added a couple
I didn't
extra
get that
slides.
one. So coaching updates, new for 2024, starting January 8th, we will conducting our new breakthrough performance coaching. Following each Monday morning breakthrough, we will hold a 30-minute coaching session. This session will provide guidance, action plans, accountability check-ins, and more to keep your business going and help you stay on track. So we will also be holding monthly in-person sales-based workshops in both San Antonio and Austin. So keeping us accountable.
Awesome. Thank you, Catherine.
Sure.
All right, it is that time of the sales meeting where I ask for just listed new buyer needs, new lease needs. If you have not talked about a listing in a hot minute, go ahead and raise your hand and refresh our memories what you're working on. Rich, you're the first one up.
Yeah, I have a coming soon. It's in Hutto. It's a 3-2. And it's going to be going for 320,000. It's a real clean little house. So it should be going live next week.
Awesome. Thank you, Rich. Destiny.
I have a listing for sale in Liberty Hill. It is 5 beds, 4.5 baths, 3,924 square feet. It's on a little over 2 acres. Has a well and propane tank, so the only monthly recurring utility is electric. And then I also have a lease listing in Leander. It is 4 beds, 2.5 baths, and we are at $2,100 a month. I need both of these gone, so please bring me by.
Awesome. Thank you, Destiny. Hank.
I've got a listing in Rockdale. It's double wide. It's 2,000 square feet, 3 bed, 2 bath, on 0.37 acres. It's a little bit of a quiet space. It's kind of away from the city. So if you got somebody looking for maybe a starter home, want to move to the Rockdale area, I know there's a lot of Samsung people, who knows. But it's a great little property. It was built in 2020, so it's relatively new. It's in great shape. The owners took really good care of it, and they're looking to upgrade. I also have a commercial space right on 290, headed towards Houston and Giddings, Texas. If you know anybody looking for a 3,500 square foot building for a good price, please contact me. I'd love to move that thing. That's all I got.
Awesome. Thank you, Hank. Deanna.
Hello, everybody. I still have my Sun City mini mansion with the cocktail pool. I know that we are just a little bit, teeny bit high on the price, but bring me an offer. Don't let that price deter you. My clients are ready to look at some offers. And just to refresh your memory, it's 3-2 with a fabulous flex room office. It is on the Sun City Savannah, so it's got views and no other houses that you can see at all looking out the back window. He's got a $1 30-year lease to extend his property a little bit out into the Savannah. That's a lease through the city, which is something unusual. That's the only area in Sun City that they allow that. So the backyard is huge, even beyond the pool. And it's a great opportunity to live in a great neighborhood.
I am shocked that the cocktail pool has not sold that house.
Yeah, well, you know what? It's the time. And honestly, like I said, I know we're a bit overpriced. You know, sometimes people think their house is worth a little more than it is, but bring me an offer.
Maybe call it a cowboy pool. Is that?
Maybe.
What's it listed for?
It's listed in the 7s, but you know, like I said, bring me an offer. And a cocktail pool is kind of just slightly larger than a plunge pool, and it's got somebody asked that question. It's got one full side of it is like a waterfall with a seat underneath it, so you can sit there, have the water coming over your shoulders, sip your cocktail. It's quite nice.
Love it. All right, Catherine.
Hey, you guys. I still have my my listing in Mansfield's Dam. This is a 1/2 acre of to be built land in Commander's Point, which is a gated condominium complex, but they're single family homes. So it's just called a condominium area, but it's single family homes. You have lake access. You have both boat ramps more or less within 5 minutes reach towards Lake Austin and Lake Travis. So if you have somebody who would like to build their dream home with possible blue views towards Lake Travis, just give me a holler. We are priced at $329. I know it's a tiny bit high. Same issue like Deanna has. But just bring me an offer. I know that I can convince my clients to something different if they see the money coming through their way. So
That's a fantastic point to make. Is a lot of folks are like, I'm firm on my price until they see an offer come in, and then they go, well, you know,
exactly.
I might go ahead and look at something else, and I might agree to a lower price. Awesome. Thank you. Okay, so I have one last thing to wrap up. I am working on putting together the cities that I'm going to be pulling numbers for, and I would like y'all to put in the comments what city you would like me to do next week. So yeah, go ahead and first come, first serve. Who wants Rockdale, Giddings, Granger? Anybody else? Crickets? Come on. Georgetown, Lago Vista. All right, Lago wasn't on my list, so good. Vista. Temple, I got Temple on there. Temple, okay. Austin.
Is that Eaton? Iton?
Iton? Where is that?
Iton?
I don't
Where
even
is
know
that?
where that is. Holland, I know. Avant. Lampasas, I got. Avant. 4 Points area.
Oh, typo.
That's going to be Austin, Catherine. Typo. Oh, Dana. Okay.
Dana's was a typo.
Okay, I was like, I don't know where that's at. Holland, though, that one. The only thing I know about Holland is it's got a racetrack at it, out there. Gerald is on my list. Okay, cool. Any place else? So on my list, these are the areas that I am going to be covering. Georgetown, Taylor, Gerald, Liberty Hill, Burnett, Cedar Park, Leander, Killeen, Temple, Waco, Salado, Nolanville, Coppers Cove. Who knows where Nolanville is? Anybody? Jerry knows. It's in between Killeen and Temple, right? It's up there. Coppers Cove, Lampasas, Austin, Pflugerville, Hutto, Round Rock, Belton, Gerald, Granger, Rockdale, Lago Vista, Avant, Holland. Anybody else? Cedar Creek. We got Cedar Creek. Okay. Cedar Creek. Leander. Got that. All right. Sweet. I just wanted to make sure that we are getting the majority of numbers that y'all want to see us cover in the areas where y'all work. So that is it for us today. Let us know if you have anything or need anything. Oh, I don't think it was Taylor on my list. It was. Okay, that was number 2. All right, cool. Have a fantastic day. We are here. If you would like to sit down and figure out what your business plan is, we are here for you. I am here, sitting here, waiting on your call to say, hey, Andrea, can we look at my business plan for 2024? Please, please, please. Don't let me be lonely this next week. Call me. Come in. Come see us. Okay? We're going to be here. All right. Have a fantastic week, y'all. We will see you later. Bye.
Bye, everyone.